And taking care of our children is a parent's main goal. That is why when a child is diagnosed with congenital heart defects, it's truly life-changing. This morning we welcome Christy Salazar, a mother that knows all too well that journey, plus Dr. Gary Butchko, a pediatric cardiologist, to explain more about this condition. So good morning, the two of you.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being with us. And first of all, doctor, tell me a little bit more. What exactly is this sort of condition?
Essentially, what happens when a baby's being developed inside the womb, there are times where the heart doesn't form exactly quite right. In Joaquin's case, he was born without one of the main pumping chambers, which requires immediate newborn surgery.
Okay, and Joaquin, of course, your son. Can you share your story with us, Christy?
Absolutely. Joaquin was diagnosed in utero with one congenital heart defect, and when he was born, he was diagnosed with two more. Joaquin had his first surgery when he was 7 days old, and he did beautifully, his first open heart surgery. His second one was at about 6.5 months of age, and then he had his third open heart surgery, which is typical. It's a 3-stage. It's the way it's done. He had his third open heart surgery, which is called the Fontan, which, you know, everybody was expecting a great outcome, and sadly, we lost our child on October the 4th due to complications from his surgery.
Absolutely, but you've been such a trailblazer when it comes to congenital heart defect. To explain how.
Well, you know, Joaquin was actually little when I decided to join forces with another mom who had been through something similar in Brownsville, and we contacted the Children's Heart Foundation, and they had this premier fundraiser, and it's called the Congenital Heart Walk. So we started it. It's been going on for 3 years in Brownsville. This year it'll be in Harlingen, and like I mentioned, it's the premier fundraiser, and all the money raised goes to fund much needed research for congenital heart defects.
And it's coming up very soon, is that right?
It's coming up on May 3rd. It'll be at Central Christian Church, or Central at CFC in Harlingen on May 3rd.
And are there any red flags or signs parents should look out for in this sort of condition?
Well, first of all, before the child is born, a lot of times the obstetricians will do scanning ultrasounds, and we can detect a lot of the more severe types of congenital heart disease, and that can actually help out with the pre-planning if surgery is indicated. Generally speaking, though, it's extremely difficult in the newborn period. Most of the time, feeding issues are very common, very fast respiratory rates that persist for quite some time. And then, most importantly, just poor weight gain, and that pretty much sums it up. And sometimes some kids can actually have a bluish tint to their skin.
Okay, perfect. We're going to continue this conversation and, of course, share more of your story. So thank you so much for being with us. In the meantime, let's send it over to Victoria.